It is the 2016 OHL season, and that is the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium as we get set to kick off OHL opening week for the Kitchener Rangers right here on home ice on Rogers TV. Now the Rangers welcome to town a Flint Firebird squad that's already gotten their season underway with a 4-0 win on home ice against the Saginaw Spirit. Ryan Moore in on all 4 goals. He was talking about getting points. The Guelph Storm haven't had an opportunity to get any points since Sunday in Kitchener. One guy who's been getting points while they haven't been getting points is Jake Bricknell. All right, Trevor, well, he said it, a marquee matchup, a marquee night for the Guelph Storm. Todd Bertuzzi getting honored tonight, and kind of fitting one of those rivals is in here tonight on the night the 44 goes into the rafters. Another guy looking to get back onto the scoreboard. He was there for a couple of games. James McEwen, another guy with a bit of an up and down year for the Guelph Storm, but had a couple of 2-goal games on the road trip. This one should definitely be a good one. The Guelph Storm come into this game tonight, 1 game below 500 at home. Peterborough Petes have only won 3 times on the road, so something has to give. And with more, here's Trevor Pryor. Well, there's no question going up against a team like the London Knights, the Guelph Storm have to get the offense sparked. And one guy that was never short on offense when he was here for the Guelph Storm was Todd Bertuzzi. And let's join on ice as they honor Big Bert. Well, Bill, who knows? With the way that ended, Todd Bertuzzi might not be done with the Guelph Storm, eh?
Could be. There would be another Bertuzzi here, but one thing I can't figure out, why do they always call him Big Bert?
Well, because he's big and he's Bert.
I'm kidding you.
Frank, things seem to be going well for the team defensively, but offensively, what's going wrong for the Rangers? How can they fix things in the third?
I mean, we just got to get back to basic hockey and just getting shots on net.
You've had a spectacular regular season so far. OHL's leading scorer, obviously tied Mike Ricci for consecutive games with a goal. What were the challenges of going through a streak like that when you're also trying to battle for first overall in the Western Conference?
You know, there's a lot of attention, so you know, I think it brought a little bit more attention to myself rather than you know, usual. So
on a personal note, you step back, you look at the last regular season home game of this year. It's also the last regular season home game for you with the Kitchener Rangers. Was today any different on your way to the rink?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit. I try not to think about that too much. I still got a hockey game to play, but
Darby, you go up against that team. It's always a tough one, but with the playoffs around the corner, what lessons can you take from the Erie Otters?
I mean, they're good. They're a good hockey team, and they got lots of skill. They got a lot of hard workers on the team, and it's just making sure we're playing full 60 and even there into the overtime.
The one thing that you said throughout that streak, and I found it really interesting, was I'll think about it later, and you didn't just mean in the offseason, but you meant like way down the road in terms of your hockey career. Is it hard to compartmentalize something like that when you're in the middle of a streak like that? Welcome back. Well, things still need to be sorted out at the top of the Western Conference, but the Kitchener Rangers did themselves a big favor on Tuesday night as they secured 6th place in the West with a win over Guelph on Tuesday, guys. Tied through 1 period of play between the Kitchener Rangers and the Erie Otters, and coming into this game, the Otters were the highest scoring team in the OHL. They were the only team to score more than 300 goals this year, but you wouldn't know it after 1 period of play. Taylor Radish on the power play, his 41st early in this one, but Connor Bunneman's 36th, tying it back up. That's where we stand as we head to the 2nd period. Well, Mitchell Vandelsample and Anthony Sorelli were teammates 2 years ago when the Oshawa Generals won the Memorial Cup. Now they're rivals in the Midwest Division, one playing for the Erie Otters, the other for the London Knights. I had a chance to catch up with Vandelsample on Sunday in London, and while he wouldn't necessarily address the potential of a matchup in the 2nd round between those two teams, as you guys have been talking about upstairs, he did say afterwards that if it did happen, it'd be certainly a lot of fun out there on the ice, guys. Welcome back to the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium, where Connor Bunneman's late game heroics got the fans back into this one, but they couldn't hold off Alex DeBrincat any longer. DeBrincat with the game-winning goal as well as an assist. Bunneman with 2 to move his total on the year up to 37.